Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to another fun week of English 235. I talked to the tech folks. Hopefully, the sound works this time. Apparently, my CPC issued laptop is old and the microphone did not want to work. So, we've got a snazzy headset now. I look very call center receptionist sort of vibe. I'm enjoying it. Hopefully this solves our problems and we'll be good to go from now on. This week, week 8, if you can believe it, we're 2 months in. Congratulations. Great work, guys. This week we are going to be working on the cover letter and resume. So these are documents that have like the easiest sense of transfer. And when I say transfer, I mean taking skills that you learn in this class and applying them elsewhere in other classes or in the professional context, that kind of thing. A cover letter and resume are very easily transferable skills because at some point we're all going to have to apply for a job, probably. So it doesn't hurt to get a little bit of practice because these are technical documents, these are professional documents, and they come with a lot of weight. If you have a really excellently formatted and filled out resume, you're a much more compelling candidate than someone with a poorly made resume. So we want to give you the very best chance, put your best foot forward, showcase that audience awareness, showcase your expertise in formatting and structure, showcase your ability to write in a clear and concise manner like we practiced in the abstracts. You had to take a lot of data and make it very short. Resumes are like that. You have to take your whole life experience and make it into little bullet points. So that takes a lot of skill in terms of abstract and summary, writing clearly and concisely. Also demonstrates your ability to edit and proofread carefully because if you've got typos all over your resume, that doesn't make you look real competent in terms of writing. So we want to make sure that we're putting our very best foot forward in these kind of documents. So it's good to get some practice here in kind of a low stakes environment. So that's what we're going to be working on this week. Your book has a great chapter on writing job application materials. It talks a lot about intended audience. It talks a lot about word choice and structure, all really, really important as we think about creating these documents. Then you're going to be working on your cover letters and turning that in on Sunday, as all our major assignments are. Um, this is just a reminder to continue to keep your interviews in mind. It doesn't have to be completed by Friday. There's nothing to submit. There's no drop dead due date, but this is just a reminder. If you haven't scheduled it yet, please make sure you get that scheduled because you are going to need that data to include in your recommendation report. And while that may feel like a long ways away, it's really not a long ways away because check this out. You have this week, you're working on your cover letter and resume. Next week, Monday is a holiday. That's Memorial Day. And then we've got a short week where you're going to be working on recommendation reports. And then you've got a week where you work on recommendation reports and you turn that in and then you're done. Like you turn it in finals week and you're done. That's all we have left. We're so close to being done. So you've got your cover letter and resume this week, and then the next 2 weeks you're working on revising, editing, perfecting your recommendation report. You turn that in on the 12th, and our quarter is done. We're so close. So if you're feeling that kind of near end of the quarter feeling where you're just like, oh, I'm in the doldrums, I'm stuck, I don't have any motivation or any energy. Believe me, I feel ya. Sick kids over the weekend are just like, none of us have any energy. But I want to encourage you, like, keep pushing forward. It's going to be worth it because we are so close to being done. And so we want to end on that really strong note. So we're going to do these cover letters and resumes this week, and then the rest of our time in class is going to be working on those recommendation reports. So that's where we're headed. It's very exciting. And we've got lots of resources in our modules tab, as always. So I just want to go over those real quickly for you. We'll keep this video short because, we got stuff to do. So here we go. As we scroll down through all the things you've already done, look at all the work you've created so far. You guys are incredible. Here is our job letter and resume folder. Here is the recorded lecture on cover letters. Cover letters are their own very special kind of document because each one ideally should be tailored specifically to a job. And so please make sure to watch this. It talks a lot about word choice. It talks about how to find the focus for this letter. And you're going to find most of that in your job listing. All the job posts you see are going to have some keywords, some key qualifications they're looking for. You're going to want to try and find those keywords, incorporate them into your cover letters to make it highly specific to the job that you're applying to. And this video will help you do that. We've got a writing guide here. This is really, really helpful. It's a document that you can, I would say, save and reference later. Like when you're done with this class, you're out in the real world, you're trying to get a job. This writing guide is hugely helpful. It's from Harvard, so like obviously they know stuff. And it's a fairly detailed resume writing, cover letter writing tutorial that will show you how to make your stuff stand out from the crowd. So when you're ready to apply for a job, this document is it's so good. I used it ages ago, their older version, obviously, when I applied for jobs, and it worked because, like, look at me here teaching you guys. So, highly recommend. It's great. It does good things. If you want to see some bad resumes that would not get you hired, I've got a link for that here because sometimes it's nice to smile and be like, what the hell were they thinking? So if you need inspiration of like what not to do, here you go. This person's education, it's really important to be honest. This person probably didn't go to Yale, Harvard, Oxford, and DeVry, and holds a degree in profit making, which doesn't exist. Also, I love this one. References are unavailable because they all burned up in a fire. Yeah? Like, maybe not a good resume. This one tells you why you should really proofread carefully, because I don't think that that is the skill this job is looking for, right? This one, use professional language. That's important. Uh, what this person did each of their years, not necessary to include your entire life in the resume, just things that are applicable to the job. In 2010, this person experimented with softcore drugs. Probably not something you want to put in your resume. Just not great. Also, best in the world at chivalry. Let that soak in. Yeah. So, also don't do this. Pictures of monkeys on the phone. Not necessary. So you can see that there's like a wide range of what can happen in your stuff. Let's make sure that we make ours professional and not bad like those. So we've got in our assignments a template you can follow. There are templates in your reading in the textbook as well, so you can use those to guide you. Lots of different ways you can do this. So you're going to find a job listing, a real one, a live one. I've got some links for you here, business and private sector jobs, stuff in education like paraeducators, local government jobs, or you can use the CBC student work page. I like using that one because they give a lot of details about what kind of requirements and qualifications they're looking for, and that makes your cover letter easier to write. So you're going to include the job advertisement, and then you're going to include your cover letter. We've got sample cover letters in Markle's text, page 267 and 268. If you've got a different edition of the book, just look in the index for cover letters, and it'll take you right to where you need to go. And then here's the resume. I've got a sample resume for you here. Remember to remove the borders, remember to remove the instructions, because like I know what I asked you to do, so I don't need to see the instructions again. I just want to see your stuff. And we also have some great examples of resumes in Markle's text. Once again, if you've got a different edition, just look up resume in the index and it'll take you right to the pages you need. And that's what we're doing. Yay! Very applicable skill in the real world. And then we're going to move on to our recommendation report next week. So fun stuff. Hope you guys enjoy this week, the slightly cooler weather, but still sunshine and no smoke as of right now. So fingers crossed that stays. Have a great time, guys. If you have any questions, reach out. I'm here to help.